All right, here we are, our 2017 Tige RZX 3 wakeboard and surf boat for sale. We're here on the beautiful freshwaters in Norris Lake, Tennessee. A tandem axle BoatMate trailer is included with this one. It's going to be a 2017 BoatMate tandem axle trailer. Got dual brakes, dual disc brakes, custom wheels, spare tire, and a spare tire carrier. And although I do want to point out that that trailer does have 2016 tires on it. So depending on where you're headed, it might be time to replace those. If I was heading down the interstate with it, I would definitely opt for some new rubber before I went down the interstate with it. This one's rated for 16. This is a one-owner boat. It's been here on Norris Lake since it was new. And we're here for our video walkthrough tour as usual. You'll be able to find the full list, specifications, options, features, current asking price, and all that other good stuff's all going to be over at our website, which is at yournewboat.com. For your convenience, there will be a direct link for this listing down in this video description of this one. So we offer our video tours as a supplement to our website. There's going to be a ton of photographs of this one, as well as all the full specs and the current asking price. We don't mention the asking prices in our video tours because they'll often change between when we list a boat and when it is sold. So again, for your convenience, down in that video description will be direct link to the listing page for this one. That's going to show you the full write-up on it and all the features, specs, current asking price, as well as all of our contact information. We do not monitor the YouTube comment page. So if you do have any questions about this one, want to schedule a time to come see it, submit an offer, or anything like that, you do want to make your way over to our website. If you happen to be watching this video on a device where you're not able to view that video description, website is very easy to remember. It's yournewboat.com. Type that into your favorite web browser. And if you're on a mobile device, it should load right into our Find Your New Boat page. If you're on a laptop or computer, look for that Find Your New Boat button. It's going to show all of our inventory and order price. You're not going to be overwhelmed. You're looking at mostly boats here in the East Tennessee area. And just click that Find Your New Boat button and just scroll down until you find this 2017 Tige RZX3 surf and wakeboard boat for sale. Again, here on the beautiful freshwaters Norris Lake, Tennessee. This one does have the TAPS 3 surf system. And here's going to be our surf gates right here. We've also got a pair of underwater lights, one on each side. And then we've got a 4-blade Acme bronze propeller, just a little bit down below there. Let's see if I can get you zoomed in on that. So Acme 4-blade. And we've got just a single strut or skag up there towards the bow. We've got dual fuel fills, meaning there's one on both sides of the boat, port side and starboard side, and that's going to go to a 65-gallon onboard fuel tank. And then here's a quick reminder here on this model, it does call for 91 octane or higher fuel. And also is going to want 100% gas as well. So if you are buying your gas off the water, you do want to look for a place that's going to have 100% gas. If you're unable to get 100% gas, then you absolutely want to use a fuel treatment product with your engine. And that's the case for most marine engines as far as the 100% gas without ethanol. This one is a higher performance engine. This one's equipped with a Indmar Raptor 440 V8 inboard V-drive engine. It's rated about 398 horsepower. It does call for higher octane fuel. So before we climb on, I do want to take a moment here and point out we've got a awareness camera, and right there just above that Tige logo, actually it's about the center of the frame now, below the TAPS 3 decal, that's going to be a camera where your driver's going to be able to view that platform and be able to see if anybody's in the water behind the boat before he goes into gear with either forward or reverse. So that's a nice safety feature. Additionally, we've got, this is going to be a ski tow hook right here. So if you're pulling any inflatables, any tubes, anything like that, you want to pull those off of here and save your tower just for when you're wakeboarding, wake surfing, or skiing. You do not want to use the tower for inflatables. Now this one's also equipped with the Tige Surf Link. This is essentially going to be a driver controlled remote for your surf controls. You've got a wristband right there, and then this is going to allow you to kind of adjust your wake shape from the rider itself, so you're not actually having to relay your signals to the driver. You can do all that right here in the palm of your hand with the SurfLink remote. Got a pair of cup holders back here on the rear deck. And then we've got a nice little board storage compartment, almost a trunk back here, if you will. It'll be accessible right here from the swim platform. It's going to be capable of holding wakeboards or surfboards. So that's a nice feature right there. Having any kind of storage right there. We don't have to climb inside. It's always going to be a nice feature to have. So I'm going to go ahead and step up, and then of course you also hear me talk. If you've watched any of our videos, I love it whenever you can get from the swim platform into the cockpit without having to step on any upholstery. That is going to be the case with this listing here, where we've got a nice little walkthrough made with some SeaDekking. That SeaDekking is going to be found throughout the boat. We've got it here on the platform and on our walkthrough, and then down in the cockpit as well. Now we've got some different seating options in here. This has the Z-Cline seat backs that are going to basically pop up recliners, and we've got this rear observer seat that's also going to change the seating configuration as well. So I've actually got that observer seat kind of slid in the rear facing position. The backrest is down, but with it in that position, you're going to have a nice little walkthrough again to be able to get from that swim platform into the cockpit of the boat. All right, now that we're here, this seat back simply raises up just like so right there. And that's going to be your rear facing bench seat. And then your Z-Cline seating is going to be these two seat bottoms that simply pull up and they lock in position, so that you've got even more rear facing seating right there. Now the center observer seat, that's just going to simply fold flat. You can walk over it or on it, and then this will simply goes the other way, and that's kind of your typical open seating on pretty much any V-drive boat. And then again, you've got the Z-Cline seat backs that are going to give you some additional rear-facing seats. We've got hinge storage on these two seat backs right here. Got some fenders down there. Those fenders are going to be going with this one. Another one right here. We've got 20 stainless steel cup holders throughout on this one. So you can see the 3 here. We've also got a 12-volt power outlet right there. So that's going to keep your passengers happy. We're going to have a place to charge their devices. That's one of 6 WetSounds cockpit speakers. And then same thing over here. 3 more stainless cup holders, another 12-volt power outlet. We've got a little grab bar right there to hang on to. There's another WetSounds stereo speaker. Moving back, this is going to be your traditional passenger observer seat. We've got 5 cup holders right here next to this passenger seat, 2 down here, 3 more right here, another 12-volt power outlet right there, another grab bar, another WetSounds stereo speaker. Up here by your driver, we've got our 4th WetSound cockpit speaker. Driver's got a cup holder right there. And let's see, in our glove box here, we've got a dual USB charging outlet right here in your glove box, and your battery switch is right here in your glove box as well. So I like that that's not under a seat somewhere, that's easily accessible. Our passenger seat also is going to lift right up right here for additional storage. We've got a little mirror built into the back of that. And down here we've got 2 WetSounds amplifiers. We've got a Pro Mariner dual bank onboard battery charger. Notice we've got some lighting down here in our storage compartments. This is going to be your wind block for our bow seating, and it's just in a little storage boot right here. And then behind that panel right there is going to be your dual batteries. We got a pair of dual interstate batteries on board here, and again that Pro Mariner dual bank onboard battery charger as well. So this wind block, to give you an idea, got a little handle right here. That's going to slide out of this little storage bag. It's going to be a bit difficult for me to try to do one-handed, so I'm not going to save you the trouble on that. Push that back into place there. Go ahead and lower this hatch right here. Right here is going to be the two grooves where that wind block's going to go, and then that's going to block this area off for again for those cooler evenings, or if you're riding late season, early season, things like that. It's going to be a way to kind of block off on that wind. Now we've got a swivel driver seat with dual armrest and a little fold up or flip up bolster seat. Tilt steering wheel here at your driver's helm as well. So, and controls for this, we've got a little lever right here. If I hit the right one, there we go. That one's going to allow that to swivel right there for you. And we've got a little phone storage compartment right here at your driver's seat. This is going to be an auxiliary and a USB input for your stereo. Now, speaking of those stereo speakers, we've got two more of those cockpit speakers up here in the bow area. So that's going to be a total of 6 cockpit speakers. And then we've got 2 large WetSounds tower speakers up here off our tower. Swivel board racks. It'll be a little, where's it at? Here it is right here on the bottom. And pull that pin out. That's going to swivel. Go to this way. And then one more click, and it will go all the way to the outside. There we go, swinging it back in. Now, here at your driver's helm, got a nice clean driver's helm. Again, that tilt steering wheel right here. Going to have your main power switch right here. It's going to be your horn right here. And this is going to be your display. Tige calls this, I believe, the clear display. And essentially everything that you need to do in the operation of this boat is all done through this large flat screen display. It's kind of shaped like your phone, just for some familiarity. This right here obviously is our 0 off speed control. We've also got a fuel gauge right here. Your tachometer is going to be kind of integrated onto this side. And of course the 0 off is your cruise control or speed control. That's where you're going to be able to input how fast you want to ride. And as you accelerate, the boat will take over and do the rest. Really nice feature on any of these ski and wake boats. Now, we've got several different things in here. Again, this is your main display for everything right here. So when you click this engine, it's going to show you your oil pressure and engine temperature. We've got battery volts. We got a house battery and a starting battery. And then our engine hours right here. Display is kind of come and gone. I think it has something to do with the key not being in the ignition, but it is 103 engine hours. I'll pop the key in here in just a minute. Let me kind of go over some other features here. This display, it's going to be your water temperature right here, your air temperature right here. This is going to be your heading direction right here. You see that in for north facing. If we were in the water, which we're raised up on a lift right now, then we'd have a little depth reading right here. You've also got this fuel percent capacity right here, 43%, just below half. This is pretty much always going to stay here in this corner. So no matter what other screen you're on, you're still going to have a quick reference for that. Excuse me. This is going to be easy access to your stereo right here. We have function test. All of our speakers did power up and work just fine. We have an AM, FM, USB, auxiliary input, Bluetooth, and NOAA Weatherband stereo. So this is going to be your NOAA weather radio. If I turn this on, I'll show you. We click over to here, and you'll hear kind of that familiar voice that you'll hear on radio alerts for storm alerts and things like that. So I'm going to go ahead and turn that off right now. Okay, so ballast control is quick access to your ballast system right here. Now there is going to be a whole bunch of presets right here. These presets are handy. So if you hit surf right here, it's going to ask you if you want to surf left or right, and it's basically going to fill the ballast, set your cruise control for surfing. Wakeboarding, you're going to have beginner, advanced, and intermediate, and that's again going to be different settings of ballast. Here's your ski right here. Again, this is just a quick preset. Beginner, advanced, intermediate options, and then on the go home, that's basically going to empty all your ballast for heading back to the trailer or your slip. So those are just quick preset options. Let's see, I showed you those. Down here in your switches, this is going to be access to your bilge. We have function tested. Your blower, we also function tested. We've got some docking lights, your navigation anchor lights, as well as underwater lights. That's all controlled right here. Now your mood light is a light that's mounted underneath your tower right here. And that does go from like a clear color, which it is right now. It'll go to a red for if you're wanting that on at night, whenever you don't want your driver to kind of lose their night vision. It'll have a blue, and also kind of has a purple that kind of goes well with the coloring on this boat. So those are your different light options. You can also brighten or dim those courtesy lights. And then this is going to be your surf tab setting. That tab, the TAPS 3 surf options. You can do this manually, or again, you can use those presets, and it's going to automatically handle those tab settings. What do we call that? That awareness camera that's mounted on the platform, that's going to be right here. We did function test this. I did power up. Showing us a blue screen right now, I believe just because the key's not in the ignition. And this is going to be a chart plotter. Now, there is no lake card with this, but if you did add a lake card, or actually you need inland lakes and rivers where we are, depending on where you boat, there will be a specific card that will have those maps kind of preloaded into there. This is going to be another screen right here. It's going to be kind of a quick reference to your TAPS 3 surf settings and your cruise control settings. You can also customize this display and kind of have whatever screen you like right there. So that's should be kind of covering the basics of all your options that are going to be available right here on this screen. I will insert this key here just so I can try to show you those engine hour readouts. Actually, I'll probably need to turn this off, and then we'll turn it back on, and then hit our key. This screen's going to load back up and should automatically start our blower, I believe. Yep. So we're going into the switches here. I'm going to turn the blower off. I'm going to turn back on our mood light and courtesy lights. And then if I hit our vessel, see if we get the engine hours now. Yeah, there's your 103 engine hours showing. Try that awareness camera again. Okay, still getting the blue screen on that one. And that did power up for us earlier. So then back to that cruise screen again. That's going to be kind of your fuel, engine temp, air, water temp. You are going to have again those engine gauges or readings right there. And then again, that's going to be your depth finder when you are down in the water. So that shows our other batteries. Yeah, now we've got both battery volts showing there. You got your house battery and your start battery. Okay. All right, moving on. So we've got, if you've been keeping track, we got a 12-volt charger here, another one here, that's number 2, number 3 here. You've got 2 USBs in that one, so that's 4 and 5. And let's see, up here in our bow area, I believe we've got 2 more. So that's going to be number 6 and number 7 on those 12-volt chargers. So So again, that's what 5 total outlets, but one of those is going to be a dual USB. So essentially you've got up to 7 devices going to be charged. Everybody's going to have their own plug depending on how big your crew is. Again, 2 more of those WetSounds stereo speakers up here. We've got a little bit of storage underneath these seats up here in the bow area. I think I can pull this up right here. Yeah. So this one here is on a hinge that lifts right up. These 2 seats right here are actually not on a hinge, and we do have some storage underneath. Actually, it's probably easier to access with this one up, and then this one can come up right there. And storage over here as well. And then we've got, this is another way into that storage compartment area that was underneath that observer seat. So there again, those WetSounds storage speakers. That's actually where you're going to plug in extension cord for that onboard battery charger. And we've got a little bit more storage over here as well. That's going to lift right up. And another little storage compartment right here behind your or under your driver's helm. Okay, nice large bow seating area right there. Plenty of room to lay out. You're going to be able to ride rear facing or forward facing. Just a nice large bow area right there. Again, you've got those grab handles down below the rail. You got another one right there above that side cushion as well. And basically got 6 couplers up here. So you're going to have 1 here, 2 more down there. So that's 3 on either side. This port side got a pop-up cleat right here. This is 2 of your 4 cleats are up here just forward of this windshield, and your other 2 are going to be back towards the back. We'll give you another look at that. PTM edge rearview mirror here, and up here on our bimini top, this is also going to have 2 basically built-in storage pockets for surfboard. Anchor lights up there as well. And then I think I did show you these WetSounds tower speakers earlier as well. This is the, gosh, I want to get this right. If I'm wrong here, do to refer to the website. I believe this is the Alpha, the E2 Alpha tower. I could be wrong on that, but it is an electric folding tower. And actually, if I grab our key here, I can show you that here in just a moment. Let me go ahead and close this walk-through windshield. Wear and tear on this one, upholstery, all appears to be in light new condition. It's a little dirty around the edges. Got a little dirt in some of our SeaDek flooring. But from the upholstery standpoint, everything, we did not notice any rips or tears anywhere. There were a few like little scuffs here and there. There's one like kind of right there, like a little scuff if the light hits it just right. And then maybe some areas of some light staining right in here. Maybe something's got spilt in there. This is another one, kind of looks a little bit like a scuff or scratch, but there's no tear in that upholstery at all. We can lower these Z-Cline seats down. Got a little pin right here. That's just going to pull, and then that will go down. And let's see, this is going to be a self-draining cooler. I don't think I raised this yet. Getting a little dirty in there right now, but that does have a drain plug that's actually pulled right now. And so yeah, you can basically fill this up as a large cooler. And then we've got another storage compartment located in the floor right here. We've got an integrated little waste bin right there. Now there's no drain in this one. I think they did use this as a cooler at one point and then realized it did not drain out of there. But this is a great storage spot. And again, that removable waste bin right there. And let's see, I think I showed you everything we needed to show you here. Let me go ahead and fold this seat back over so that I can raise our engine hatch. And to do that, we've got to raise both of these side storage trunks. Now this has 3,000 pounds of subfloor ballast. Subfloor is not going to be included in this bag right here. We've got additional plug and play bag on either side of our engine storage right here. but we do have the subfloor 3,000 pounds below the floor. It's going to be a tank on either side. Back here in the back, I believe those on average take about 7 minutes to fill and empty. And there's going to be another tank up here in the center. I believe takes about 2 minutes to fill and empty. Now, also we've got the light storage compartments in here. And again, this is a bag that is from Wake Makers. It is designed, or it is intended just for this model boat. It's the Tige additional tank right here, and basically we've got all of our valves are all right here. So we've got 4 fittings on here. That's all accounted for up here. Now, with both of I've also got our mooring cover stowed in this tank. Underneath that mooring cover is going to be the other plug and play bag for that side. I want to raise this up because this is how we get to the engine hatch on this model. Okay, it's going to raise up, and here is that 6.2 liter Indmar Raptor 440. This is a inboard V-drive closed cooled engine. Again, this does require the higher octane fuel. 103 engine hours on this. This is rated at 398 horsepower. Very low time on this boat. Lower that down, and we can close this one. And then this one over here is where I can show off that electric folding tower. So we've got a little control right here, and there's got a little key that goes in here. And you turn this key to activate this, and then our tower simply on this switch right here. We can take it down. And then we can raise it up. We've got that in place, and then we'll pull this key back out to deactivate it and cover that up. So there you have it. That's the electric folding tower. Again, the two board racks built in, 2 WetSounds tower speakers, and then actually I'll show you a little bit of a view from up top here. So we do have just our small little surf rope on there right now. Got a little zip right there. It's going to make it easier to get your ropes on and off. And then again, there's the 2 kind of built-in board storage racks on this one. So we do have a little bit of wear up here on our kind of wipe the dust off of here. So see, we've got some little scratches up here on the gel coat, right up here on this top side of that. Now, obviously, our light right here is really going to highlight that, which is good for our viewers at home, because it's going to show you, give you a really good feel for the condition of this boat. But I will say, in person, it's not going to be quite that bad. Anytime you're putting a light on this black, you're going to see every little scuff or scratch. These are all mostly minor little scratches right here. We do have a little bit of, can't quite tell what this is. I don't know if that's just some goo that's on there that needs to be removed. It kind of seems like it's whatever is on there, it is coming off. So maybe that was just something that got spilt. Kind of looks like a scratch or something. We do have some little light scratches on here. But this right here, I believe that will come off. All right. So let me head back to the swim platform here. Now is where we like to kind of start showing you all the wear and tear that we have noticed. I'm going to pitch that surf link just inside a little bit here. We did kind of show you our board trunk back here. We do have kind of some light scratches on our gel coat on this. So I'm going to take the time to kind of show you those areas. Again, we want to represent all of our listings as accurately as possible. And just below that trunk, we got a few scratches as well. This guy right over here. And let's see, now I'm going to have to step off the boat and kind of show you the wear and tear down either side. So we'll kind of start on our platform right here. Platform is dirty. Now, kind of got to look through the dirt here a little bit. I think we're going to have some minor little scratches and scuffs on this platform in a few areas. Okay, and then now moving over to the boat. A few little marks right here on that transom edge, and then coming around this transom edge in this metallic, we got like a silver metallic sparkle gel coat. We do have some scratches into that gel coat right in here. So see these right here? Kind of got those. And we've got, actually that one just rubbed right off. But these are kind of in a little bit of a groove into that gel coat there. We got a nice little 3D Tige logo right here. We do have some scratches on our Tige logo here a little bit, a few little wear marks there. And then down here in the purple flake, we've got another kind of scratch going right in there. Okay, and we're going to have a few of those. Some of these lights just kind of hit it just right, but we're going to kind of move this camera around, let you kind of get a really good feel for the true condition of this one. Here's that other pull-out cleat here again. So 4 of these in total. This is that top edge that we showed you from inside the boat. So over here on this side, we've got a few more of those kind of real minor marks in that gel coat down here in the black. And then again, when we get down here, now we've got some graphics and vinyl over top of our kind of metal flake gel coat, but we do want to kind of show you all the wear and tear that we have seen so that you can make an informed decision about this one. So again, we've kind of got some light scratches in this metal flake in a few areas, and some of these can be a little bit worse than others. You can see a little chip in that gel coat here, and in this area right there. That white is kind of scratches into that gel coat. And pulling back up here on this 3D emblem or decal, we've got a few little light kind of surface scratches, and also in this section of vinyl right here, got another mark kind of coming across. Got a small one. Oh, that one may come off. Let's see here. So some more of this kind of minor gel coat, chips and scratches right in here. Kind of follow that trend up. This one's a little bit deeper than some of the others, and a few little marks right there. That's going to be kind of some classic dock rash right there. That's obviously where this boat was tied up against something else and kind of rocked and just really kind of scratched into that gel coat in a few areas, right in that section right there. A few other little areas as we move that camera up, and then coming back again into this decal area. This is 2 areas of gel coat. This is a decal right here, and that's going to be another mark right in that area. Got some Tige logoing on our folding tower here. And let me move on up a little bit farther. So again, here's some of those areas that we just took a look at. And right about here, that was as far as we went forward. A few more of those little dock rash kind of coming below, straight down below that one. And then we got another area just a little bit more forward. Here's another area. That was just some dirt in there. And as we go forward, I think that's pretty much going to do it up here. Let me kind of come on around this corner. Actually, there was one spot down below the water line. Let me see if I can show it to you here. Yeah, right in there. See those little marks right in there? Now, those are, I believe those are kind of minor, just a little bit of surface scratches. Now, up here, this is actually all just dirt. We did some rubbing on that earlier, and that all kind of came right off. So, but there's these kind of 3 lateral marks right in there. Those are probably just transfers from like the bunk carpeting maybe. I don't think those are major, but we do want to show you them. All right, up here on our bow line, things look good. We got a small little area of SeaDek right there. Give you a non-skid step area. And then just next to this tow hook, there was a few other kind of real minor little surface scratches right in that area right in there. Do want to point that out to you, make it known. All right, and then we'll come on around the corner here. And head down our starboard side. So a few other real little minor marks down here on this side. Move that camera around and let you get a good view of them. Here's a few other little scratches right in here in that purple metallic flake gel coat area. And some of this, oh, I just rubbed some dirt on there. Try to knock the dirt off there. So here's another little area right here. This is kind of a real minor little gel coat surface scratch. A few areas right in here. Got some small little scratches. And then we do have our decaling has some extra wear on this side. Little mark in that decaling there, another one here, and then coming across this one, that's a pretty good scratch on a vinyl decal. And I'm going to work this camera up and down so we can kind of check for any other marks. We do have some water spots right in here underneath our windshield right here. I think these will probably all clean up just fine. This one is a little scratch in the gel coat. There's that Tige logoing on the tower over here on the starboard side. And then here's our decal. Small little kind of scratch in that gel coat there. And the decal is showing some signs of a rub against the dock. We got a little bit of a scratch in the gel coat right there, and then also that decal has been scratched in a few areas. And we are missing part of our X, part of our Z, and part of our R over here on this side. The little 3 decal looks good. We do have a pretty good little mark in the vinyl decal just above that 3. And otherwise, and also I think was just some dirt on there, it rubbed right off. Some dirt there as well. And here's going to be another rub in that vinyl decal. A little mark in the decal there and up here. Nice stainless steel rub rail. And then just below this cleat right here, we do kind of have a pretty good little surface scratch right here in our gel coat. I got a few little lines coming across here. Now some of this may be a fender transfer. And some of it might hang around. This one does feel very minor. My fingernail's not really catching an edge on this, so that could be something that disappears with a really good professional decal, or detail, I'm sorry. A good professional detail, that might go away. But it is going to be there right now. Here's your other fuel fill over here on this side. And you think I called your attention to that vinyl area there. There was maybe something just below the water line on this side. Let me do a quick check. I think we're mostly good under there. I do not see any areas of obvious wear. A little bit of a mark right there. And let me move on back a little bit. I think I did show you that, but if not, there's another rub on that stretch of vinyl right there, and then a few other marks kind of on this black edge here. Again, the camera is really going to highlight that anything on that black. And then here's your other Tige logo here. Again, back over here on our starboard side corner now. A few little rubs on it as well, but possibly less than the port side Tige emblem. Few other little very light scratches in the gel coat over here on this side. And I think that's pretty much going to do it. Although I do think there was a few others right here in this flake area. Now some of these water spots will come off. That's a little bit of a wear there. And then I think, yeah, right back here on this platform, right there, we get a little rub kind of on that plastic there. And that's probably going to be about it. So, did show you that prop earlier. And that platform is a little dirty. And then we've got that Tige logo. See if I can make that stop. And then we've got that Tige logo right here. Below, just below this tow hook here for your towables. Do have a little bit of wear on that Tige logo. Probably a board got it. And I believe that's going to do it. So again, this is the 2017 Tige RZX3 wakeboard and surf boat for sale. Again, here on Norris Lake, Tennessee. Beautiful freshwaters, Norris Lake, Tennessee. That tandem axle BoatMate trailer. We'll have some photos of it in our photo slideshow. That's going to be included as well. Excuse me. So again, only 103 hours on this one. Please do visit the website for the full list of features and options, current asking price, and all that good stuff. And that's going to wrap it up for this one. Again, it's the 2017 Tige RZX3 wakeboard and surf boat for sale. Again, here on the beautiful freshwaters of Norris Lake, Tennessee. And I thank you again for joining us. Two things will be coming up over top of your screen as we sign off. One's going to be a shortcut to our current listings playlist there at YouTube. The other one is going to subscribe you to our YouTube channel where you'll get notified of any time new inventory does come available. So if you have not already joined our subscriber list, we are happy to have you. And I thank you again for joining us.